All right, homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. Thank you for being part of the journey, and don't forget to share the journey. And welcome to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog with Mr. Chubbs. Chubber Wubbers. Nothing better than having lunch, a burger, some fries, and a shake down here at the river. So peaceful, so tranquil. All right, homesteader family, so I'm down here at the pond. I'm going to be getting these buckets that are in there out. And I brought down these Rubbermaid water troughs that I bought that the dogs chewed up on the side. They are 100 gallons each. I went ahead and took the bung holes out. I have two more, but they're filled right now. So I'm only working with two at the moment. So you can see I got the one out there. I'm going to be, my wading boots are only almost to my knees. So I'm going to have to take my pants off, which of course I'm not going to film that. Even though some older ladies probably would want me to. But I'm going to go ahead and wade in the water. You can see the goldfish swimming around in there. I had a whole bunch of them here, but kind of scared them away when I put the container in. But I went and I got 4 bucketfuls of baby cattails. And when I was younger, you can see different fish right there swimming. Blackfish. I don't know if the blackfish showed up or not. But when I was younger, me and my dad built a pond and we used planting buckets, but they always fell over because it was so small once the cattails got tall. So with 100 gallons, it's big enough that it will be able to have a bunch of cattails and it's not going to fall over. And then once they fill with water, because like I said, I took the bung hole out, then I'm going to be getting buckets of dirt up there. The nice dark soil that I had in that spot, and I'm going to fill them up and then plant the cattails on the top of the dirt. So I've got to try to figure out where the water level is when it's high and all that, and then I'm going to go ahead and position the containers where I want. And what I want to do is I want to do 4 of them, different spots, so ducks can swim around, the fish can swim around, and also with the cattails, once they fill the entire container up, because I'm only going to put probably 1 bucket in each and let them slowly spread out to cover the whole bucket over the next couple years. And that way, once they do grow up, I'll have 4 stands of cattails. And then of course the seeds might blow and come over and start popping up other places, but any cattails around the edge, the goats will eat, because those of you that don't know, all 3 parts of the cattails are edible. The greens are edible, the root ball is edible like a potato, and the brown seed thing that happens in the fall at the top, you can grind that up to make a flour for cooking and everything. So this is another survival prepper type thing, along with it will help take carbon dioxide out the water, replenish with oxygen for the fish for when the water's not running, and then it will also supply food to the animals. And once I have enough established over a couple years, then I'll take a bunch of them out of these buckets and I'll line the pond up on the other side. So then that way I got cattails running up and down the creek beds for the animals to eat. So I'm going to get to work. Alright, so I went ahead, I got the first one done. So what I'm doing is I'm filling them with rocks about 6 to 8 inches below the top. And then I'm bringing in dirt, filling it with dirt, and then planting the cattails inside. So you can see I've got the dirt up here in the 5-gallon buckets. So I'm going to be filling that one up, and then I'll get the cattails from the other one, start filling or start planting the cattails, and then I'm going to turn the third one sideways like the others and fill that one with rocks, fill it with dirt, and then get rest of the cattails. And then we should be in good business. And the ducks and geese already seem happy that I have them here at the pond. Alright, homesteader family, it is Wednesday. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up to the camper filled with smoke. Of course, you can't see it on the phone because it's not a visible smoke. It's a smell of smoke, like something is burning. Of course, for those of you that pay attention to stuff around the U.S., Colorado has 2 major fires going and Arizona has 2 major fires going. And because of that... There you can see a little bit of smoke there. Ooh. You can see all the mountains are gone. It is just smoky, smoky, smoky. And it stinks really bad. But just wanted to show that's part of the life of living in the mountains, as people saw last year. The smoke from the Salida fire that was really bad here last year as well. So hopefully this clears up. Luckily I am closed today instead of Thursday this week, so hopefully tomorrow it will be better because nobody wants to hike in that stuff. So if this smoke does stay around, I'm gonna have to close the petting zoo for the next couple of days till it clears out, because I don't want people up here gagging on smoke. But nothing like waking up thinking the trailer's on fire or whatever. So I guess I'll go ahead and get out, feed the animals, and do the chores and get things done. So I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, I'm finally dressed. I'm coming out. You can see the wind is still whipping like crazy. And that smoke is just worse and worse and worse. You can't even see the snow-capped mountains way over there in the back. I mean, it's just horrible how thick this smoke is. So hopefully the weather will be getting better and we don't have to deal with this smoke for too much longer. Okay, it is Saturday, June 20th, and I was going to show you down here on the ground, but it's already too late. But for those of you thinking about moving to Colorado from either Texas or California, stay out because of this one reason. June 20th, outside, we were down in the 20s again. So most people have summers this time of year. We have sheets of ice this time of year. It was bitter, bitter cold last night. I had the heat on. Actually started thinking about Christmas again. This is the life living in the mountains as a homesteader. Okay, so this week has not been a good week to get a lot of stuff done due to the fact that we had bitter cold temperatures, we had smoke, we had a little bit of snow, we had rain. It's just been a mess. So I'll show you what I got done. So down here, like I was showing, I got the 6-foot fence up here on the front. This is the small 3-foot fence that was wrapped around. Prior to it, here's all the T-posts I got pulled. So I had this little bit here so the animals can't get through. and I'm going to be running the other 6-foot fence down along the road, come up to this post, and then over to the other post, and that will be the 6-foot, and then go ahead, rip out all this 3-foot fence. So I went ahead, I got all the T-posts in, got the fence stretched, and you can see on all the poles here, all the way down, they're all wire tied. However, I wanted to get this film, 1, before it got dark, and 2, it looks like it's getting ready to rain. So I wanted to go ahead and make a video for the Sunday Monday vlog in case I don't get this finished today, and be able to show you what I got going on. So what I'm showing you here is I'm going to be running excavator Thursday, and I'll be going over, I'm going to slant the land. I'll talk about that in the last part of this video. But I went ahead, got all the wire ties except these last 7. So like I say, it's getting ready to rain, so I'm not sure if it's actually going to rain or not. So if it does, I won't get this finished. If it doesn't, then I'll get back out here and get the work done. But I wanted to make the video just in case. So here I got the ATV over here. I got the fence. I'm going to get the fence stood up and hooked up to the winch cable for the ATV and pull it across, because I had this last little thing here, and then I'll have to staple it along the post on the outside, and that will be the last bit. I also got the gate in and got the road in, so you can see I've been driving up and down this road in the ATV. So the gate, the road, and the fence going all the way down, I got all that taken care of this week. Like I said, not a lot of work done, but I got some work done. And then I got the 1 string line I put up, but with all the wind, I can't set T-posts because the wind just keeps blowing the string back and forth, back and forth. So I'm going to have to wait on that. And then I have the second line that I'll put up. And what I do is I make my post level, and then I tie 2 string lines so then I can put the T-posts. And if the T-post is the same distance from both string lines, or both touching the T-post, then I know it's level because each of the poles are level going down. And so that's what I'll be doing this upcoming week if I have the time. So I'm not sure how everything's going to go, but I'm going to try to get the T-post done this upcoming week, get this other 3-foot fence ripped out that I just showed you. And then I'll start working on the driveway side in a couple weeks because I have the excavator come in Thursday. So that's going to tie me up for a while. But depending on how everything goes, I'll come back. I'll go over everything after the rain. Or if it doesn't rain, I'll come back out, get the work done, and then go after that. Or go over everything after that. And you can see there the pond is still dropping. Still only about 18 inches down. The cattails are doing good. I did, however, have to put chicken wire around. Let me get around this fence. You can see the ducks there and everything, and the goldfish right there in the center of the screen swimming around. But I took chicken wire. I had to wrap around because you can see about 1/4 of the cattails got ate by the ducks and geese. They were so happy that I put cattails in the pond that they started eating that. So this week will be a good upcoming week because I also ordered just over 1,200 fish. I ordered 500 goldfish, 600 flathead minnows, 75 catfish, 12 bluegill, and a bunch of mosquito fish. And I also ordered 10 containers of duckweed, which I'll be putting inside the chicken wire around the cattail so it multiplies and go from there. Alright, it's Sunday night. I just made a video earlier this afternoon, but it looked like it was going to start raining, but it only spit for maybe 10 minutes and then everything cleared up. So I got back out here. I got all the posts wire tied. I got the fence stretched. I took the four-wheeler, put it over here at a different angle because the angle I had it at, I couldn't get enough torque on it. But I went ahead, you can see the fence is over here. I got it cut. I have it all stapled onto the post. So you can see that's all done. Had a little bit of a gap there, so I went ahead, put in rocks. And then, of course, this is probably going to be a mulch bed around, because what I'm thinking about doing here is a bunch of leaf trees, just shade trees, no type of fruit trees or anything like that, just big leaf trees. And when I have the excavator, then I will go ahead and dig the holes where I want them, so I can make a nice big hole for the tree, and then I'll bring in good soil for the trees and run trees and a mulch bed around here, so that way when they get bigger, I'll have some shade over here for the tables and stuff. And then of course here, I'm gonna, like I said, rent the bulldozer again at some point, and I'll bulldoze all the way around to the volleyball court, and then bring all the tables down on a flat area so they're not tilted the way they are. So all the poles are all wire tied from starting here all the way down. So this entire stretch is done. You can see the goats are enjoying the extra grass and everything that's had time to grow. Now, like I was saying, everything here on the outside of the fence will be sloped at an angle. And then all the erosion control blankets I have up on the other side, I'll probably put one or two layers down, and then I'm going to get some rolls of stucco wire and put the stucco wire over top so it really holds everything together. And then before I put that down, once all the dirt is messed up with the excavator and down to dirt, I have more seeds that I didn't spread. I kept I think two or three 50-pound sacks of annual ryegrass. So I'm going to go ahead, cover all that on the outside with the ryegrass, then put down the erosion control blankets, the straw blankets, that will help keep the moisture in, and then top it with the chicken wire, stucco wire, and hopefully get this whole bank on the outside regrowing again. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to get in. I'm going to go start editing this video. It's been a busy week. Not a lot got accomplished because of the weather. I was hoping to have this done, but you can't really do the string lines with all the heavy winds we've had. And I just went up, picked up all the different cordage from the big bales of hay throughout the property. As animals eat them, I collect the string and then throw it away. And hopefully this upcoming week, Thursday, we have the excavator coming in. I have it rented for a week from this Thursday to the following Thursday. I'll be getting the excavation done. And then if I can get this line strung before Thursday, of course, Monday is shot, so that leaves Tuesday and Wednesday to do work. So possibly the 2 days, because this was a longer run. I got this done. I got all the T-posts done and the fence strung up in 1 day, and then wire tie and finish stretching this corner the second day. And there goes Brutus there. So possibly with Tuesday, Wednesday, I can get this stretch done and get the T-posts in. If not, then this side's going to have to wait until after the excavator. And of course, the big pile of dirt up here. So I guess I'll go over a couple things what I'm going to do with the excavator, so I don't have to talk inside the camper. So everything on outside the fence here, like I said, is going to be sloped down to the road. I'm also going to dig back some. I'm not going to take these small trees out. I'll leave the small trees there. So I'll have little dupes or dips or whatever with ground sticking out with the trees there. And then on the other side of the pond fence, the shorter fence down there, I'm going to have all that sloped down to the pond. So from up here, I'll be able to see more of the pond. So when people are sitting at the picnic tables, they can watch the ducks and everything better. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the pond side that I'm doing on the other side of the 6-foot fence. I'm going to run erosion control blankets. I'm going to run the stucco wire across it and seed it. And that will help keep the erosion from going down into the pond. And then I'll probably be doing that all the way down. And then over here where you see these rolls of fence, the wheelbarrow, I'm actually going to be digging all that dirt back. I'm not going to be digging the pond. I'm going to be digging the dirt back at a real gradual slope coming up instead of this big drop off. So that way this winter, the animals aren't slipping and sliding trying to get down to get water, both there and over here. So what I'm going to do on both ends is, like I said, a real slight gradual thing going all the way back probably to there. So the animals can go down, maybe make a 4 foot, maybe 5 foot flat area right on the edge of the pond there. So they have a standing area and then do the gradual slope. So I'll figure that out once I do that. But I want it where the animals can get down now that I have this fence around. And then once I do the sloping of the ground and put in the erosion control blankets and stuff, that'd be too slippery for them to walk around to get down. So that's going to make it a lot easier for them on both ends of the pond. So that is one big project there. Of course, along the inside of the fence here, I'm going to be digging the holes for the trees. I'm also going to dig holes for bamboo, which actually, now that I think about it, I definitely got to get these T-posts up, because I'm thinking about doing the T-posts along this fence going all the way up to help with wind blowing across this valley here and sucking the stream and all the low area dry. So if I ran the bamboo here, most of the wind blows this way going across. If I can get this whole hedge with bamboo, then the leaves and stuff, as they fall over the 6-foot fence, then the animals can eat that and do that. So now that I think about it, I think that's where I'm going to do most of bamboo. I'm going to do a couple other places as well. In this area here is going to be the septic area. I have those blue stakes there, 2 more on the other side of that bucket. That's 105 feet from the well. In Fremont County, you have to be 100 feet away from the well for the septic field. So I'll be starting probably where the bucket is for the first trench. It's a 70-foot run, and then another 70-foot run, another 70-foot run. So I'm most likely going to dig those trenches as well while I have the excavator this time, so I can go ahead and get the leach field put in. And then all this dirt is actually going to get pulled back over here, so that way I can have easy access to get concrete trucks and everything else in here. Plus, I'm going to be digging a little bit more because with the extension on the walls, I'm going to be taking out this small tree, and I'm going to come about halfway to the satellite dish. So probably, I want to say about 3 feet of that is going to come out. And then I'm going to take out another 3 feet going that way of all that dirt, and then pull everything out. So that way, as soon as I can find a foundation company, then they can come in, they can level this ground. All of this, like I said, will be out of the way. I can get concrete truck up here, pump truck, the whole 9 yards. Have no problem to get the foundation done and go from there. So that's what I've got planned for the excavator. Plus, I'm probably going to dig a little more, since I'll have the excavator of the volleyball court to dig it out this way. Another probably 10 feet maybe. And then, of course, the parking lot, I've got to get that dug back as well. So what I'm going to be doing is, since I had the excavator for a week, I'm going to probably start on the parking lot first. That's going to be my first project. And Monday night, or Monday afternoon, Monday night, I'm going to get all the stuff over here on the side of the shipping container moved. So I've got to move these green gates, move all that stuff, because while I'm during the day using the excavator to dig this out, I'm going to dig all this back to the fence, like I said. Then I can take that dirt with my tractor in the evening. So it's going to be long days of equipment moving. But I can go ahead and finish building all this out, because I still have a ways back here to fill this whole corner in and fill out here to match up here with the dirt from the parking lot. As soon as this pad is complete, and I have enough dirt filled in. I still want to come out some more. While I had the excavator, it has the capacity. I'll hook a chain to the top there and then to the bucket, and then I'm going to lift and move it over, lift and move it over, because by having all that built out another couple feet and moving that over at least 1.5 shipping containers, that gives me another 2 parking spots. So then that will be pretty close to my fence over here, because you can see, I mean, that's a lot of space. Actually, it might even be 2 shipping containers over. But if I get that moved over, that gives me more space, and then that will also help with the wind, and then the dirt coming up and everything gives more shelter for the emu, since they don't ever go in shelter. As you can see, they just lay down there by the fence. And then by having all this dug out, that gives me another whole row of parking going all the way down, just like I'll have all the parking all the way down this way. So that's pretty much all the jobs that I have planned for the excavator. And inside the 6-foot fence here, I'll also be digging holes along the fences for future trees. So I may not have the money this year to buy all the trees that I want to have, but having the excavator, I can get all the holes put in place, and then when I have the money for trees, then I can go ahead and buy the trees, bring in the good dirt, and get the trees planted in the holes, and that's pretty much it. So don't really have any other plans besides that with the excavator, and that should take me a while to get everything done, because I mean, this mound alone is probably going to take me 2 days to get all that dirt moved. So got a lot of stuff going on. And actually, now that I look over there to that trench hole that I made, if I have extra time, then I probably will dig some of this back, make it loose for when I get the dozer to finish bulldozing all that area flat for the farm. So we shall see. Besides that, it's a beautiful evening. We didn't get the rain, which is unfortunate. I would have loved to have the rain. And you can see, there we go, the clouds. And that's it. So enjoy your week. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave me a comment down below, or thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you feel like doing. And I'll talk to you guys next week.